Someone sent me like a CU podcast email. I love the wording of it. It's a little bit rude, but it is a different culture.
Are we going to our first ever mailbag segment? Is that what we're doing? We're going to the mailbag.
This is from Magnus Strom.
All right.
This is from Magnus Strom. It says an email, Mr. Contry. I should read the whole thing real quickly. Do an unnecessary podcast episode on the topic of the lifespan of video games, the physical copies that is, and not of the consoles and computers or whatever more there is. Everyone must understand that every single floppy disk, cartridge, HuCard, CD, DVD, GD-ROM, Blu-ray, and cassette will eventually break. They all will. With the consoles, it is the same. Electronic gadgets and machines and computers have a limited time of use. They will all give and die. They will frankly stop working at one point. And what then? What will happen?
I don't know.
What will happen then? What will you, Mr. Contry, do with your massive collection then? What will people who have a collection of video computer games do when they can no longer play them? Keep them as memorabilia, as antiquities. The long-time future of games must, almost surely, lie in emulators. As I see it, a digital copy on the internet can live forever, and close down a ROM or optical disc, a magnetic diskette or cassette, will it, however, die with it? Or will someone start a new production of Amiga 500s, the greatest machine ever, Commodore 64s, Nintendo Entertainment Systems, Dreamcast, and so forth? Is that at all possible? It is. People are doing it. Personally, would I love to buy a newly produced Commodore 64, or Mega Drive, or Amiga 500, or Ellipsis, if I could certainly use their software directly on them? So, okay. It goes on.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, wow. So, okay. People are making new consoles. They've been doing it for like 5-6 years.
Yes.
New NESs, Super Nintendos, Genesises. They're making new controllers for Dreamcast and Genesis. The Retron 5's coming out, which plays like 9 different systems.
I need to really address this. The idea of a ROM being eternal is not true. Anything that is stored digitally is potentially fucked. I mean, there's really... I mean... A ROM is not the safe answer out. I mean, it's safer, but I don't know. We did kind of talk about this actually at the collecting panel. I think Rue was the one who spoke most authoritatively on it. And was
about preservation,
and about bit rot and optical discs going bad over time. And I think it's just something that we accept. I also think that as this generation of game players, we don't worry too much about it because it's not going to affect us. And if it was something that could be preventable in any real way, I think we would be taking those precautions. But
well, I think the point is that to get the ROMs dumped, they're available forever on the internet, and yeah.
Yes.
In theory, not every server and everyone's computer is going to get destroyed. Let's say there's a nuclear holocaust. There's always going to be one copy somewhere, hidden on some guy's hard drive in a closet. It's there.
But I mean, you look at that, and it's kind of funny to think about. But I've thought about it a lot, especially late at night. Is you could, depending on certain catastrophes and things, get to the point where digital copies are almost valued.
Skynet takes them out. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
A rare ROM that it was dumped.
It used to be that way in the early 90s, with computers. Having a rare cracked copy of something netted you some bit of trading power, even though it was instantly tradable. If you had something, until you traded it away for X number of things, and those people traded it away.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're if you're one of the sole owners of a cracked copy of something or a digital copy of something, it still does provide you with leverage.
Sure. So I guess what we're saying is that I think even. Who knows how long these cards will last? Could be a couple hundred years, could be 1,000 years, as if it's taken care of.
Could be tomorrow we all start experiencing huge problems.
You imagine that? Just one day, like a switch, they all stop working. I think these would still be cherished, though. I honestly do.
I think to a certain type of collector, and I think at this point we're talking true collectors, not me necessarily.
And
but
I hate to say, if you ever wanted to, you can burn a ROM chip.
You can reflash it.
Yeah, you can reflash it.
Yeah. So yes, I think that this stuff, even if everything did get wiped out, having an original case that was reflashed would still be worth something.
Yeah.
No one would know.
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
No.
NWCs are gonna. I point to it's not there. It's in the bank. But the NWCs, eventually, since those are EEPROMs,
those are EEPROMs. Those will probably die quicker than anything else.
Who knows how long? But yeah, those will die.
Yeah.
But mine's not dead yet. Both are still fine.